Hello, welcome back to my channel once again. Today I'll show you how to make fabric softener or afterwash. I will also show you behind the scene of what most YouTubers will not like you to know. Sometimes you watch a video where a YouTuber will say that this is my third batch or third time of shooting this particular video because she encountered a problem. And I keep saying to myself, why don't you show us the mistake that you made so that those watching can also correct it? To be frank, I've not encountered any of such problem before until I was making this fabric softener. This is not the first time of making this fabric softener, but I had a problem because I was shooting it by myself at the same time making it. So in order to show you behind the scene or show you the mistake that I did, and what I did not throw it away too. I tried to work around it. So let's go over the ingredients and show you the rest. So let's go over the ingredients. I have flakes, softener, alcohol, perfume, and then I have sodium benzoate, which I'm going to mix with a little water. So the measurement will come as the process goes on. So let's stay tuned and watch to the end. So to start with, I will pour my flakes into my pan. Please make sure that there is no water in the pan. Or better still, you have to wipe it very well before you add the flakes. And make sure you do it on you heat it on a very low heat. So after melting the flakes, you then add your fabric softener to it and then you stir. So this is where the mistake started for some strange reason, because whilst you pour the fabric softener you should stir immediately, but because I was shooting it and pouring at the same time, I have to put the bottle down before I come back to stir. So when I came back, it was already turned into lumps. When it turned to lumps, I didn't know what to do. Should I throw it away or leave it? So I decided to add water to it. We are now into the mistake and corrections. I then add water to it and stirred. I wanted to see what will happen when I add water to it on fire, because I wasn't supposed to add water to it whilst it's on fire. So after adding the water, I saw big lumps in it. So I cooked it for about 15-20 minutes and the lumps were still there. So I scooped the lumps out and put it in this small bowl. So at the end of the day, I wanted to know what to happen, so I cooked the lamps again. So as you can see on fire, I realized that cooking it for the second time too, some of the lamps were still there. So I have to also scoop it, add water to it, and then scoop the remaining lamps out of it. So as you can see some small lamps. So I scooped it aside and then put it on fire for the third time. So like I'm showing you, some of YouTubers will not show you all these things. They will just scoop the lamps out of it and tell you this is the final product. But I want you to know that this can be done, so that when you make it and you make a mistake next time, you can easily correct it this way. So after I cooked it for the second time, I then poured it into the main one. And remember, I've already scooped some of the lamps from it. So please watch the video today so that we all know the end result of whatever that happened. So now that I have everything here, I then continue with the normal process. You scoop it with a cup and then you pour. We do this to thicken it. And as you keep scooping and pouring, it when it gets thick, you can add water. You can always add water to it. Initially, I wanted to make 5 liters, but I ended up getting more than 5 liters because of the new process that I used. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and click on the notification bell so that you get notified when I upload a new video. So after pouring the second one to the main one, I then put the third one, which is the last, and it was third and the last batch. I then put the remaining lamps into fire again. So as being shown, so I kept stirring the third one to make sure that all the lamps melt before I add it to the main mixture. As this one is on fire, I kept scooping the main one with a cup and pour so that I don't want it to be too thick or cause any other lumps whilst it's still in the big saucepan. So I cooked it for about 10 to 15 minutes to make sure that the lumps are gone. So after the third one, I poured it to the main mixture again too. So and then I just continue with the process. I always try to make my video very short and precise, but with this, because of the mistakes and the rest, and I want you to see, the video has extended beyond what I always put on the YouTube. So now I'm going to mix my alcohol with my perfume. So after mixing the alcohol and the perfume together, I shook it very well, and then after shaking it, you set it aside for it to settle or mix well in the container. So after hustle and the bustle of cooking this for the third 3 times, this is the final result. As you can see, it looks so fine. Initially the preparation time would have been just 20 minutes, but it took me about 1 hour to complete cooking it. So after this, I then mixed a little water with my sodium benzoate and added it to it. Don't worry about it being light, it will get thickened up again. So you just scoop and pour. And then I mixed some of the solution with my alcohol and the perfume, shook it well before I put it into the mixture. The smell was so good. In fact, I've been making this, and I think I prefer the texture I got out of this one, like the mistake. I love this texture a lot. I prefer this more than the previous ones that I did. So after that, I added color to it. In fact, I've decided to even prepare my fabric softener in this way. I will pour water whilst the flakes and the softener is on fire. I will add water to it and cook it on fire first before offing the fire. So I use two colors. I use strawberry for one and then blue color for another one. So with this video, I hope you will not throw away your detergents when you make a mistake. Someone will call me, I did my liquid soap or something and it is too watery. When it's too watery, do another one and add it to it. Someone will say, I did it and it became lumpy. When they think it's too lumpy, just sieve it, don't throw it away. I always say, I always don't throw things away like people do, complain. My number and email will be on the screen, so call me for any assistance or for business or if you want me to come to your place and teach you, I also come. So thank you all for watching, and do subscribe. Until we meet next time.